Too many problems where my mom is at. Now she's having problems with the air conditioning. But they're not, you know, my mom needs to be somewhere where there's, wow, out of here. Out. I already told you about the dryer situation. And I believe the guy's lying. I haven't put it to the test yet. Because I just don't get over there in time ever, you know, to do it. But my gut instinct tells me he's lying to me. So now there's problems with, but it could be my mom's fault too, you know, there's problems with the friggin', they're window air conditioners, you know. My mom needs something where she doesn't have to fool around with it. She says she has trouble shutting it off and on. Meanwhile, if she comes around the weekend, she needs to shut it off and on and not be bothering the landlord. And you know what I mean? He's going to get mad. I told her she needs to be elsewhere. Okay? There's plenty of places besides his place. And it's not like it's cheap, okay? It's not like she can't find something else. Between not being able to do her own laundry and because of that dryer thing and now the air conditioner thing, you know? Fuck it. Seriously. Fuck it. I'm gonna go over there today. Of course, she's been calling me since like 8 in the morning. I said, Mom, I said I was going over there, most definitely. I didn't say when, and I said I would go earlier than usual. That doesn't mean I'm coming early, you know. So, come here, sweetie. I just want to test and see how this is with this open, and then I'm going to shut it and put the light on and just see what the difference is. Come on out. Come on out of here. Come on. Mama's closing the door, honey. Come on. Mama's closing the door. Come on, honey. Out, 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 out. Come on. I know you like the sun. I'll open up here. Out. No. I just want to see what the difference is. Yeah, you want me to take this down? Sit in the sun over here? You want to sit in the sun over here? Look, Mama open the curtains. Sit in the sun over here. Okay? Sit in the sun over here, honey. Look, Mama opened the curtains. Mama opened the curtains. Look. Look, sun. Sun, honey. Sun over here. You can sit in the sun over there if you want to. Okay? Okay, baby? Look, the sun's over there almost. I shut this door, but you can go over there. Alright, what to do? Clean up the kitchen. I'm not gonna come home to a filthy kitchen. Don't you? You like to sit in the sun, don't you? Don't you? Too. watched a movie called Arrival last night on E-Pics. Apparently I have E-Pics free for a week, but I looked through the movies and there wasn't anything that really interests me. There's a couple things. Probably won't wind up. Again, I'm not doing this for money, but it is really sickening that they say not suitable for most advertisers, even if it's a perfectly innocent video. If they simply don't like the title, you know? They don't like the title, they put not suitable for most advertisers. Meanwhile, there's nothing wrong with that video at all. The one I did last night, it showed up green. Not that I care, because again, I'm not doing this for that, but I'm just amused by it. I have names that I give those videos just to rotate them, like Gus or Sam or Spot or Sick or whatever you can think of, right? So my thing can show up green because there's nothing wrong with the video whatsoever, and then it changes simply because I changed the title. And meanwhile, there's nothing wrong with the title either, but you know, it's really sad. They don't monetize something that's nothing wrong with the video whatsoever. And they're like, you can put it in for a review. I don't put any of them in for a review because I don't give a shit. You know, I only give a shit from a perspective of amusement because I've seen it happen. They'll say it's not suitable for advertisers, most advertisers, even if they don't like the title. And the proof of that is the video is the same, it's monetized, and then suddenly I change the title. And again, there's nothing wrong with this title either. It says that I watched this perplexing, fascinating, wonderful, you know, great movie last night, whatever. And suddenly it's changed to non-monetized. It's really sickening, actually. But I don't care. Like I said, I'm viewing it analytically. I'm viewing it just as, you know, there are people who care. And it's kind of ridiculous that it does that even for your fucking title. And again, I did a test. I did a test where I had changed the title and suddenly it's not monetized, the same identical video, and then I changed the title back and lo and behold it's monetized again. That's proof right there that they're not even just looking at the friggin' video itself, they're looking at your fucking title. They don't like your title. They don't monetize your video. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. So I can see why people who do care and are trying to make a living doing this or whatnot would be pissed. But I did an experiment and it was true. It was totally true. It's an identical video and it changed from monetized to not monetized and then back again simply by virtue of me changing the title. What a joke. So any of you who used to think, as did I, that it would automatically, because that's how they used to do it, that it's automatically going to be monetized based on the video content. No. They'll change it to not monetized simply by because of your fucking title. They don't like the title, they don't monetize the video. I used to think that it was just based solely on the content of the video, you know. But remember this, everything's different nowadays anyway. Everything's different. But I did an experiment and I got my proof. I changed the title back, and lo and behold, it's monetized again. Unbelievable to me. And again, it's not like it had a bad title either. It had like a part 1 or something or other. You know, so it used to be so different. It used to be so different. You know, they're going to not monetize a perfectly fine video that has nothing bad in it whatsoever simply because of your fucking title they don't like. I mean, whatever. Like I said, I'm looking at it from a purely amused standpoint. But I did get my proof simply by changing the title back. And lo and behold, it went back to being monetized simply because I changed the title back. Again, it's the same friggin' video, okay? This video, the same thing. I bet you anything if I changed the title to like nothing. Like the title was showing Gus, and it was monetized. And then suddenly I changed it to, I watched this, you know, fascinating, great, changed it to a good title. I watched this great movie, fascinating, complex, whatever, and suddenly it's not monetized. Unreal, huh? That's a friggin' joke and a half, okay? That's just hysterical to me. Sad, but hysterical nonetheless. I just cannot believe that people, like I said, I don't really care for Jimmy Kimmel. I watch his beginning things. I hardly ever watch the interviews, but I watch his beginning things. Sometimes they're funny, you know. Joe would be horrified. I'm sure he is that I watch Jimmy Kimmel, but I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel and you know, just... You know, hold on to every word. I'm not just mesmerized by everything he says, you know. But I'm with them on that friggin', like people are jumping out of moving cars. I watched a couple people get hurt. Okay, the car must have been going too fast. But anyway, and jumping out of moving cars, that's the latest viral video challenge, to dance the shiggy. And they actually showed an older woman, like a woman older than me, like an older woman doing it. So, probably to prove, look, it's not just dumb, stupid kids. I don't know. That's why I sarcastically said in my video last night, if there are intelligent beings elsewhere, you know, on other planets and whatnot, or in other dimensions, as Joe says may be the case, rather than being out there, they're just in other frequencies, other dimensions. Anyway, what do you think of all that crap? You know, the things that people do here, eating laundry detergent, jumping out of moving cars, I mean, to dance, it's just ridiculous. It falls under the category, what are you thinking? And people aren't thinking, apparently. They just, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't pretend to know, okay? Because this is all part of the internet age, and I lived in a time where there wasn't internet at all, so this is just bizarre to me. Jimmy Kimmel's like, how did it go from dancing to people jumping out of moving cars? I mean, that's just fucked. That is so beyond fucked up. Oh, that's right. That's that old soup that I didn't know what it was, but I haven't blended soup in a long time. It was all blended, so I figured, even though it's perfectly fine to eat, it didn't look very appetizing. I got it from the freezer, so I just decided to chuck it in the toilet. One of my many leftovers that used to be in there for years, but now I know everything because I did a whole, you know, got rid of all of it that was in there and started from scratch when I broke my foot that time. Doing it when my foot was broken. No, I wouldn't have been doing it if my foot was broken, but I still had a couple weeks after my foot was broken where I was still homebound. I was still staying home, so I think that's when I decided to just do a clean sweep of the freezer and start over again with leftovers. Instead of having all those in there, they've been in there for years and I had no idea what they were. I still don't know what they were, but at least I know now it's only a year. Some of them, you know. didn't want to sit in the sun. Now he's on the couch. It's all right. As long as he's safe and happy. Brody's wife wants something good to come out of, her daughter's death and whatnot, so they're doing a thing that was on Inside Edition, spread the word of the dangers of taking your eyes off your kids being around water. But I go back to the same thing, and so do other thinking people. It's not even about water. It's about don't take your eyes off your kids, period. Look at that toddler. That wasn't water running down the highway. Luckily, a police officer saw him and caught him before he went into the traffic and got killed. It's about not ever taking your eyes off your kids. At least doing your absolute best not to. And I really don't think someone who's hanging out at a party was doing her absolute best to watch her kid who winds up in a pool that clearly had no protection, drowning. Okay? Plus, there are other people that know more who said online that it takes longer than what they're trying to say. Oh, it was just a couple of minutes or whatever for rigor mortis to set in So, and the truth was in the 911 call, and that 911 operator. How long has she? Oh, I don't know. If you don't know, it wasn't just a couple of minutes. They're trying to say, oh, it takes seconds. Actually, there was another one. Apparently, while Brody's at the same time or whatever, her little boy was drowning. In like a lake or something, I don't know. And they're like, we realized in a second, but by the time we got out there, it was too late. Yeah. I don't know. Your situation might even be different than the Brody one. That's just ridiculous, and the pool being where the kid can fall into it too is ridiculous. So I think I wrote something like they're both partially responsible. The parent there at the party who wasn't paying attention to her her little girl, her 19-month-old, whatever, and also the fact that the pool wasn't child-proof. So yeah, that's nice. She's spreading the message, so no other parents have to go through that pain that she's going through. Meanwhile, like I said, there are people saying online, are they going to be held negligent or responsible at all? The answer is probably not. That's why I went online, and there was some area, not around here, not there, not whatever, but there was some area where it just keeps going up, the amount of drowning deaths. And yeah, I sarcastically said, because it's never anyone's fault. It's just chalked up to an unavoidable accident instead of negligence on the part of the parents or caregivers. It's ridiculous. This area is having more and more drownings. It's like increasing instead of decreasing. But that happens with the hot car deaths too. And again, a lot of times those are just chopped up, not held. The person responsible is not held as negligent, not. So, of course, they're going to happen more and more. If nobody's responsible, it's just always viewed as a unpreventable, horrible tragedy rather than negligence on the part of the parents or caregivers. looking after the eggs. Really much. Last time I was at the store, I bought some canned pears in their own juice, organic. Change of pace from pineapple. Oh, it's by pineapple. Oh my God, I both eat pineapple. The pears are a nice change of pace. Remember, after what happened last time, that could have been a fucking fire and it would have been my fault. Oh, luckily I was here when it burst into flames there, and it's something under the stove. I didn't know that. Luckily I was here and hadn't run to the bathroom or something. So now I'm not even using that burner, but I'm not boiling anything on high and leaving even for a second. If I have to go to the bathroom, I shut the shit off. See. Learn from my mistakes. Like I said, it wouldn't have been my fault. That's small consolation if your house, you know. So, I'm gonna boil some eggs, and I'm not gonna leave the kitchen. If you put it in a glass, it should sink to the bottom. It doesn't. It's bad. Does that mean the egg is bad? I think I've read that. Is that true? If the eggs float, if they're bad? Huh. What eggs are I'm supposed to go bad? These are fresh eggs. Okay, yeah, I think that's... But I didn't know. I thought I'd used up those at the bottom. Those ones... Those are floating. I guess they're no good. Okay, so that's sunk. That one's alright. That one's sunk. These ones are floating. I guess they're no good. Probably they're the ones that I thought I'd used up in the bottom container. I don't know. I don't know how long it takes the eggs to go bad, but I heard if they float, they're no good. These are floating. I think that's what I heard. I'm gonna go see. Our eggs that float in the water have become bad. that on their side is very fresh. If they're a few weeks old, we would take them, stand on one end at the bottom of the bowl. They float to the surface and no longer freshness. They should last 3 to 5. Her legs last for months. Anyway, these are sinking to the bottom of the class. Those are floating, so let's just throw these 2 away. Probably find these big, but I'm not going to risk it here. Bought these fresh eggs and I never ate them. It's my own fault. You know what I mean? See if I have to pee. never even called about the jar. Supposed to.
That off.
Omar, no, come in and come in. Go sit over there. Sit over there. Not quite the same. It's close enough. see you go only to the dining room though.